So my name is Dr. Susan Jain. I'm a specialist in anaemia and iron deficiency at Revive and Reset. I came to this through my background in intensive care medicine and anaesthesia, where anaemia and iron deficiency are very poignant, but for very different reasons. In my previous experience, I've encountered mainly people talking about being tired all the time. And I think that general fatigue, brain fog, also things like hair loss have been the top three symptoms that people have come to me with. And these can be due to anemia and iron deficiency. I'm seeing normal, everyday women who are iron deficient or have anemia. They're poorly functioning in their lives. So what we hope to provide at Revive and Reset is a service that offers people the chance to come and talk about their general well-being. And that will include, the top of the list is going to be anemia and iron deficiency. So generally they'll start saying that they're very fatigued, finding that even though they're sleeping maybe 8 to 10 hours at night, they're waking up still feeling very tired. They might be having brain fog, and by that I mean, they're just finding it hard to concentrate at work, even at school. We have a lot of teenagers as well, but generally, they can't find the words. They're not as sharp as they used to be, that kind of feeling. Plus a whole myriad of other symptoms, physical symptoms, such as feeling cold, having restless legs, noticing that their hair is shedding, which is a big thing, especially for women. It's one of the things that we have as our crown and glory. And yeah, I think often people will start off with that. So, I feel that my hair's a bit thinner than it used to be, and they might have already got their bloods checked and found out that their iron is low. So I think people have an awareness but don't sometimes make the link. So I'm going to talk a bit about periods. Essentially, if you're bleeding, you are losing iron. It's as simple as that. And I think that there are three main phases in a woman's life where iron deficiency probably becomes quite prominent. So one is when you start your periods, because they can be, all over the place. They can be quite heavy until they settle down. The other is during pregnancy. So the growing baby takes a lot of iron, and thereafter there's also a period of time whereas a new mother, you're probably not getting the best in your nutritional elements. And then it's perimenopause and menopause, where the periods get considerably heavier towards the end, and that also will cause more iron deficiency. Heavy exercise will cause a loss of iron through sweat. That's one of the simplest ways. Also, there's a situation where overtraining can lead to a situation where your body is a little bit overinflamed, causing production of proteins in the body that then lead to less iron absorption. So there is a relationship between that. And also I think when people sometimes, especially with athletes, they don't realise they're iron deficient, they might be pushing themselves to get to that same peak performance and not understanding why they're not achieving it. So they would have already, in the majority of cases, sought out getting blood tests with their GP, who may or may not have referred them to have an iron infusion. This will then trigger for them having a consultation, whereby we can go into the depth of the reasons as to why they're iron deficient, and see if we can tackle a few of those straight away, assess their suitability for an iron infusion, and then we have a chat about having iron, and then we would make an appointment for them to come and have an iron infusion. An iron infusion takes about 25 minutes, and we're very cautious because it is a medical intervention, so everything's done with a doctor and a nurse present and in a fully medical environment. So after an iron infusion, it takes about 10 days to 2 weeks for the body to assimilate the iron, and that would be the start of feeling the improvement in symptoms. I think a good way of always telling, and through personal experience, is that it was just easier to get out of bed one day. And those sort of feelings where the fatigue will lift, the brain fog will lift, you might not feel so short of breath on going up the stairs, which is very common with iron deficiency. those symptoms would improve between 2 weeks and 2 months. And then we would recommend having a blood test in 3 months to see whether iron stores have settled and take it from there. And of course, everybody's management thereafter is very different depending on why they're iron deficient in the first place.